So many comments. All right. I just ran 2 miles at a 7.5 minute pace for both miles. Actually, the second mile was faster than the first. I am very tired, and my logic is if I can run 2 miles and then run this set, I'll be fine when we actually play a show. Especially when I play shows, I have adrenaline. So thank you, Cameron. So yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit of I warmed up earlier today, so I'm just gonna do a quick rewarm. If anyone's wondering, this is J-Som playing because it came up on my radio and I've been listening to J-Som so much. I saw J-Som with Mitski a few months ago, but yeah, stuff's really good. All right, cool. I'm gonna open this stream on my computer because sometimes the comments are delayed here and it's really hard to read off my little phone that's just sitting on top of my amp. Can y'all hear the music okay? Can someone tell me? I don't know how to. I can't hear back. I don't want just to hear trombone. We ought to be able to hear the music at least. Oh gosh. Okay. I'm way off screen right now. Music sounds good. Heck yeah. All right. I'm gonna turn the music up when I start playing because I can't hear it when I'm playing. So I'm just gonna do. I am going to stream one of the shows. I don't know which one. We have 2 shows coming up. So I'm just gonna do a few more warm-ups and then start this set. Also, I'm still out of breath from running. So thank you. I love that Ghibli bag so much. Incredibly high, and I normally play on a really deep mouthpiece, which is harder to play high on, but there's no sense in struggling for a live show, so I'm having trouble playing the lower range right now. That and I haven't played trombone in about a week, and I've been practicing for 3 days, but yeah, I drove to Indianapolis last weekend and back, so yeah, my face hurts. Sorry, I thought I heard my roommate come home, so I was checking. My door's just open, and I would be annoyed if my roommate was playing trombone really loud with the door open. At least close the door. God. All right. I'm gonna stretch a little bit into the higher register, then start this set. like shit right now. For those of you who don't know nothing about brass playing, playing brass without like getting a good warm up is like just working out without stretching. And you need to warm up and warm down the same way you need to like do stretching before and after workout. And if you don't do that, your face will hurt, and that's why a lot of brass players tend to like lose range and they chop out and their face starts hurting. That's because they just don't do proper warm up or proper warm down, and they haven't worked that far to be playing what they're playing all the time. Because I can play for like 3 hours before I lose my chops. That's because I also do warm ups and warm downs. It's like my first priority every day. All right, let's start this set. Oh, for those of you who don't know, the band that I play trombone in is called We Are the Union. You would think everyone knows that because I don't shut up about it, but a lot of people still don't know. Do a ska cover of lo-fi beats to study and relax to. How do, like, is that all embouchure? Yes, that's all embouchure, whenever I'm doing all that stuff. All right, cool. Gonna run this We Are the Union set.
Just loud enough to drown out all my thoughts. I somehow got it in my head that life would save us. Look at my eyes, I what society I was wrong. Respect all my We're all young and dumb and reckless. The color someone else's sentence. We make our music for ourselves, not for endless masses. Sing along now, everyone. 2, 3, 4. I was everything I swore I would never fucking be before. All young and dumb and reckless. The color someone else's sentence. We make our music for ourselves, not for endless masses. We're just being who we are. We're just being who we are. And there's nothing you can say to take that away. We're just being who we are. And you can't take that away.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Okay. Yeah. You got to practice the way you're going to perform. And since I jump around on stage a lot, I also do that in my room when I practice. Oh gosh. Oh no, I fucked up the camera. Hold on. This is typically a part of our set where we pause and read talks about We Are the Union. If anyone here is streaming from like the Detroit area or the Chicago area, we are playing with Zebrahead and Grey Matter this Friday in Ferndale at the Loving Touch. And then we are playing 350 Fest on Saturday in Chicago. We're opening up the show, so that's at 1:30, super early in the afternoon, but right out if you can. We're playing with bands like Iron Cheek, the Menzingers, the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones, Mustard Plug, Bucko 9, a bunch of others. I think Zebrahead's playing that day too. It's a 3-day festival. I'm not sure who's playing which day, but I know those bands I just listed are playing on Saturday with us. That's in Chicago. So, yeah. Ferndale. You work there. So Ferndale does exist. Oh, it's like sweat on my chin. All right. Cool. All right. I'm going to keep the set going because we never paused this long in our actual set.
It's just waking up at 11 o'clock in the morning. It's every bill piled underneath a compacted spot. Ironically, it's that sinking feeling, the constant uncertainty, burnt out eyes and wonder whys, apathy and dead inside. I'm just trying to explain. Can't just stay the way I feel. Why do I keep running away when life gets real? What's wrong with me? It's just waking up 3 in the afternoon. For the time is haunted by your future self. It's the constant nausea. You're never good enough. It's waking up all fucking night to watch bad sitcoms that you don't like. I'm just trying to explain. Can't escape the way I feel. Why do I keep running away when life gets real? What's wrong with me?
I think that's a good place to stop. I feel like we're gonna stop to talk. Oh, those last two songs are like, I'm gonna move over this way more. Those last two songs are like, we don't play them a lot. So I think we've played both of them once before when I first joined the band in 2015. So I'm surprised I'm remembering the songs that well. Let me read through some of these comments. I'm just gonna do it over here because my computer is far away. Let's see. I love how into the songs you get when the energy really comes through. I'm glad that it comes through on this feed because I'm just like in my room and it's really hot in here. But yeah, I love these songs. We Are the Union was like my favorite band throughout high school, so it's like kind of like surreal playing for them. But yeah, I love these songs so much. They're all really good. Oh goodness. Okay. Is there a playlist of songs you play? There is. I'm reading a playlist, or using a playlist on Spotify, but I think it's private. Let me talk to our drummer Brent, who made the playlist, and see if we can make it public. But most of these songs are off of our new record, Self Care, which we put out about a year ago. Actually, a year ago today, the first song I played on the set, A Better Home, we dropped that a year ago today, which is really cool. So yes, my bell is dented. I was playing a show. Funny story about my belt being dented. I was playing a show in San Francisco's We Are the Union and the Bruce Lee Band and another local I can't remember the name of. But yeah, the show was pretty cool. I was getting off stage and this, like, I think it was the sound guy. Some person was being an asshole running on stage and shoved me, and my trombone, like, I fell like my trombone landed between me and a speaker, and it left like a huge dent that was like sticking up to here, and I like was able to bend it back. But yeah, since then my bell's been dented. That was like Thanksgiving 2 years ago. So if you're at a show, don't fucking shove people with very expensive and delicate instruments, and fuck that. I'm pretty sure it was a sound guy because like I really don't know anyone else who had any business being on that stage anyway, and it definitely was not a member of either of the bands that were playing. So I'm pretty sure it was the sound guy. But yeah, fucked up my bell, and I don't have money to get it fixed. I barely have money. I have other issues with this trombone. It's broken in a lot of ways, and I'm just barely getting by on it. But yeah. Let's see. All right. I guess that's pretty much, I don't know. How long have you been in We Are the Union? Oh, gosh. Since I played Fest 14 with them, which was in 2015, like the end of 2015. So that's pretty much when I joined We Are the Union, because I've played almost every single show after that with them, except for like one show in 2016 over the summer. I did not play with them during that one show. I believe they had my friend Sam fill in for that. Oh, Jesus. I almost like did something. Have you ever damaged a trombone doing all the jumping or with the Blue Coats? No, I've never damaged an instrument while performing. I mean, brass instruments are pretty durable. They can take a few hits or whatever. It's not that big of a deal. Like, I've hit my case like 4 times, but like that's not like anything major or terrible. Oh, had it on mute, just answered my question. As a former stagehand, I want to kick him. Yes, I wish I remembered what he looked like. I'd make a police sketch, and I would call out all units. Oh, by the way, the summer merch, like this right here, and the other 3 shirts I have, on sale right now. They're 20% off. I don't know if y'all heard, but there's like very limited sizes left. Most of them still have some smalls left. One only has large. I think this XL is the only size that's still in everything, and that's like less than 5 of each. So I would buy this stuff if you were looking at it and thinking about it. I'm sorry if you were a medium, but those sold out. They always sell out first. I record, my microphone is an Audio-Technica 4040, the AT4040. My interface is the Apollo Twin, which I'm still paying off because that thing is expensive, but it's crucial to what I do. And I use Logic Pro X. That's pretty much it. I DI my guitar and my bass. I use a Sans amp when I DI the bass. All right, on to the next part of the set.
I wish I was back home, far away from you.
Yep, that's a cover by Slapstick.
We were islands, soaked in solitude. Joined by the tide, we pushed back and we outgrew. If you told me the highway would wear your tires through, then I'd go back and take the long way with you. Joined by the tide, we pushed back and we outgrew. If you told me the highway would wear your tires through, Heavy cans cover the road, we stand, the floor shaking, but we don't give a damn. So get out of the fan and kick out the jams. I thought we were invincible. I thought we could take on the
Ugh, you. Pause again. Although the next two songs are barely playing, so I'm just gonna play them anyway because I'm pretty sure we're gonna talk before this song anyway. Oh Lord, I keep almost blocking people's comments. Sorry if I accidentally. I've accidentally blocked people's comments on this before. Oh God, I'm so tired. Three more songs of the set. Thank you for watching. This has been a pretty stable feed from what I've seen, even though most of the time I've just been jumping around and yelling. I won't even call that. Let's see. Would recommend. The merch is fire. Thank you, Mercury Drive. Yeah, I print on Bella Canvas. It's super soft and comfortable. I sleep in all of the merch that I get for myself, honestly. Love your videos. Thank you for answering my question. Oh, thank you so much. Do you want... Because so much... You want to mic the room for brass because so much of the ambience comes from how the bell spreads out the sound. That is absolutely true. I would mess around with the way you angle if you're like trying to mic horns. the way you angle your bell towards the microphone. I've always been taught by audio engineers and stuff like that to never aim it directly at the microphone, because a lot of the resonance and sound comes from the way it like resonates off of the side of the bells. So like I would kind of angle it like not straight like this, but more like that or more like that. Even little differences like that can make a long way. Sometimes I'll open my door a little bit and the reverb and echoing through this house, because this house is very like resonant. It'll change the tone a lot, how much input gain. There's like a million ways you can mess around with the tone you get. It's really interesting, especially like when I moved into this house, my first few recordings were really hard to do because just the acoustics of this house is way different. Yeah, recording is interesting. This is awesome. I record collaborative ska project. I have a lot of ska projects happening right now. I can't wait to unveil them. Reveal, renew. Florida people understand. Lord forgive me, I forged my mom's signature on my on my reading log. Oh Lord, trauma, bringing back old repressed memories by saying reading log. My kids and I are dancing with you in our living room. That is so cute. Oh my goodness, that just made my day, honestly. Makes me sad that I have to go to bed soon. It's quite late here in South Africa. Wow, people streaming from South Africa. Well, thank you for streaming and thank you for staying up to watch this. Can someone find me a brown fellow like this that likes this type of music? I don't know. Go look for people. There's a lot of people of color that like this type of music. Do you have times you want to add horns into a song, but the songwriter doesn't? Not really. So basically what I do for We Are the Union specifically is when we got the demos for Self-Care, Reed sent them to me and I basically came up with whatever I could think of. And I'm the type of person who's never really 1000% on most of the stuff I write anyway. I think there's only one time I had a horn part that Reed was like, no, don't do that. And then I was like, okay. And then after we finished the record, I was like, I'm so glad we didn't do that. Cause like, I don't know, especially being a creator, sometimes it's important to like get out of your head and let other perspectives in. And at the time, especially when you're like in the creative process, you might think like, well, no, this is a good idea. And then after the fact, I've never had a time where I thought something was a good idea and then it was taken out because of somebody else or something I'm recording. And then I looked back and said, wait, no, I still think that should have been there. Like, I've learned a lot about songwriting, honestly, from We Are the Union too. I feel like a lot of ska bands do that I used to be guilty of, especially when I was recording demos for these songs, is I want to fill horn parts in every single nook and cranny and part of the song. And if you listen to like old We Are the Union versus new We Are the Union, you will notice there's not horn parts everywhere, which as a performer live, I love that. But also like when you're listening to a song, I feel like when you're putting horns everywhere and every single second, it kind of loses what makes the horns punch and really special. So yeah, I'm really glad that Reed cut. I mean, I wasn't really glued to a lot of those parts. I kind of just played them and I'm like, Reed, these are your songs. Cut whatever you want, keep whatever you want. If you want me to change something, I will. But I have something ready for every part of the song. And I'm glad that Reed cut the parts. I think he cut probably about 40 to 55% of the horn parts I wrote for Self-Care, which is fine. Most of it was texture stuff anyway. Most of it is there and it's mixed really low. But yeah, all right. Do I plan on bringing back any merch that's sold out? So the black and white logo shirt, I am bringing back literally 30 of them right now. The reason why those have been sold out forever is because I just have no money. I can't remake them. And every time I do a pre-order, I'm like, this is super simple. Do the pre-order, order the merch, and then something always goes wrong. And then I get like a million messages like, hey, I'm moving. When is the merch coming through? And then the merch printer has to move. And then like everything just goes wrong with pre-orders. So I don't want to be under that stress again. And I don't want to like put other people under that stress of like having to contact me to have to contact the person who makes my merch and the person who runs my merch store. But I am printing 30 of the shirts. It's small through XL. I will be remaking more later down the line, but right now my priority is Fest. I'm playing the Fest in Gainesville, and I need to make merch for that, and I have some cool like Halloween merch coming up. So all that stuff is time sensitive, and if I can like make those and then those like sell really quickly, then I can use that money to then make more logo tees. But I plan on having them back over the next few months For sure. I had them stocked for like a year. I think this is like my 12th or 13th order of that merch. How can you afford to make so much noise in your house or neighborhood? Well, my roommates are awesome and really don't care that much. Slash, well, one of my roommates is home now, but most of the time when I'm like this loud, I try to do it when they're not home. Slash, when they're at work. My neighbors across the street say they barely ever hear me. Only when there's a drum set is when they hear me. And my drummer for my band moved, so like, I don't even play set anymore here. So, but all my neighbors say they can barely ever hear me playing. Yeah, I guess like the North has very thin houses because nobody, yeah, nobody like, sorry, I'm getting like text from somebody. Yeah, nobody ever hears me playing in any of the houses I've ever lived here. So I don't know if it's like the North and the West Coast has like really thin houses or something. No Doubt's cool. I'm like a little indifferent. I never listened to them that much growing up. I want to say your videos put me in a good mood and you're a very good musician. Thank you so much. That being said, I need to end this feed like now because I gotta go by the post office, which closes in like less than an hour. So I'm gonna finish these 3 songs, and then I'm gonna finish this feed. I'll answer a few more questions at the end, but I'm trying to finish this feed by 4:20.
Watched everybody else grow up. Felt like disappointment incarnate. Had a beer and a week old donut for breakfast. Spent all day in the apartment. Been staring at my phone for weeks. The future never seems so bleak. Quite comfortable with constant conflict in what I do and write. We roll our apathetic eyes and flash our gin and tonic smiles to forget our take on adulthood is just barely scraping by. And count all the reasons that I still have feelings.
Yes, that last song was Self-Care. I like barely playing these songs, so yeah.
Advertisement, social media, and the Donald Trump meme you said was funny, but Donald Trump is never funny, and I hate this. How I capsize and we contrast. I'm all fight with no attack, and I hate this. How I romanticize the past, 'cause I'm never going back. Every day is difficult when you're stuck in your head. A million voices screaming in a fight you can't defend. Been staring at the screen for weeks, but prison never seems so bleak. Forever lost in my apartment alone among my friends. And I hate this. How I can't lie to we contrast. I'm alright with no attack, and I hate this. How I romanticize the past, 'cause I'm never going back. But we feel safe, glowing light on vacant faces, glorifying daily paces. And we feel safe, glowing light on vacant faces, embellishing our road embraces. We feel safe, yeah, we feel safe when we disassociate. Why can't I put my phone away?
Oh man. Oh.
Hey, your leaders from LA, Los Angeles,
California. All right. Oh, geez. All right. Oh man. Oh. Bring back ska core. Hell yeah. There's a lot of breakdowns coming up on upcoming Scott 2 Network covers. So yeah. Can't wait. We already have the new ska wave. We got We Are the Union, which is the band I planned. We got Kill Lincoln, we got Catbite, we got Free Kick, we got SMN, we got literally all of Bad Time Records. Tokyo Ska Paradise Orchestra is killing it. There are so many good bands killing it right now. Go support your new bands. Don't wait for the trend to pick up to start supporting new bands. They're all touring and doing it now. Support them. Yeah. Support new bands. They're all killing it right now. Oh, Abracadabra from Brazil. They're really sick. There's a lot of people from Brazil watching. Hello. I want to go to Brazil before y'all ask. I found about your band the other day, and some of it reminds me of Streetlight Manifesto. Really? I don't hear Streetlight Manifesto in this stuff. I hear a lot of things, not Streetlight Manifesto. I mean, I play trombone really loud, like Streetlight Manifesto trombone player does. I guess there's that. Greetings from Colombia. Wow, a lot of South American people watching. Hell yeah. I want to go to South America so bad. My passport is like, not declined, but expired is the word I'm looking for. Oh geez. All right, I need to end this feed. It is right now 4:20, like I said. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, if you had no idea why I was even doing this feed, I play trombone in a band called We Are the Union, and we are playing this Friday in Detroit, well, technically Ferndale, but Detroit area at the Loving Touch. We are playing with Zebrahead and Gray Matter. And then on Saturday, we are playing in Chicago. We open the show at 1:30 because it's 350 Fest. So many bands like the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones, Buck 09, Mustard Plug, the Menzingers, Iron Cheek, and so many more bands are playing on Saturday alongside us. So it's going to be a really awesome all-day festival. Make sure you're checking that out. Sorry, it just like a bunch of comments just updated for like a second. Anyway, thank you so much again for watching. If you're not following We Are the Union, check us out. We are on Spotify, all the streaming platforms. If you check the description of literally every cover I do, it has the link to We Are the Union stuff and like all of it. So go check out all of that. And Western Europe is more likely than you think. All right, bye.